Hey everybody, this review is on the new Ant-Man movie, Ant-Man the Wasp: Quantumania. So the plot of this movie is Scott has access to this little device that can transport you to the quantum realm, and during a mishap it activates, so him and Cassie and Hope and everybody else get sucked into the quantum realm, and they explore this huge giant microscopic world, and they find out that a supervillain, Kang the Conqueror, tries to you know, take over a bunch of the universes, and so he's transported there, and he also teams up with MODOK, who is who's Darren, if you remember from the first Ant-Man movie, and so Scott and Hope and Cassie and everybody else all form together to try and stop them and escape the realm and hopefully return home. I did like this movie. Yeah, I guess I should probably say what I thought about the other two Ant-Man movies. The first one, I thought it was fine enough for what it was. I mean, Ant-Man's not really a character I ever cared about. Even when I was a kid, I thought, like, who cares about Ant-Man? But it was fine enough. It was entertaining. I think it was the best it could have gone. It was kind of a little dumb and silly, but Ant-Man's not really a character I cared about anyway, so I guess they really did the best with what they can do. So I think it's a good enough movie. Ant-Man and the Wasp, I remember finding it okay. I haven't seen it since theaters, but so I don't know if that means it's forgettable or what, so I can't really say much. But this movie, yeah, it was good. More or less the same of what I thought the first one was. It was a good, serviceable film. In some ways, I do think the first is a little better, but this one I did appreciate a lot about it, because the first one I thought was a really good, introduction to the character and how Scott was a thief, but then he developed as, a character trying to become, a good guy trying to do the good thing to save the world. This one, I did really appreciate this one because it definitely felt the most comic booky of the three movies. Because the Quantum Realm was amazing. Like, just looking at it was incredible. Like, it was very colorful and just weird, and it didn't just look like an urban area with bright colors. No, it actually looked like a fantasy world. Like you were in some kind of weird. It was kind of like Journey to the Center of the Earth a little bit, or even that Disney movie that came out a while ago, that Strange World. Yeah, it kind of reminded me of that a little bit, but that's really what made this movie work. Like, it embraces the concept of Ant-Man, about how he can shrink in size and he's able to go through all these different crazy dimensions that no one else can access. So it was a very unique idea for a movie, and I really think it worked for this kind of character. If this was about any other superhero, like, the concept would not have worked, and it wouldn't have had as much potential as this did. And the performances, they're all really good. I think Paul Rudd as Ant-Man, like, I did like him in the other two movies. Like, he's pretty much kind of what you'd expect from, this kind of character he's written. He's very likable, and he is wisecracking, but still has a good heart to him. But yeah, I do think Paul, like, of all superheroes, like, I wouldn't buy him as like a super tough, serious guy. But Ant-Man, yeah, I think he definitely suits this role. And Catherine Newton plays Cassie, who is Scott's daughter, and she was younger in the other movies. And in this one, yeah, Catherine Newton, I did like her in this. I did also like her in Detective Pikachu. I haven't seen her in much though, but she seems like a good actress. And of course, like I said, MODOK's in the movie. It's Darren. It's just another version of Darren, which that's not what MODOK is like. MODOK is not Darren, but oh well, I guess. At least I did appreciate what they did with MODOK. I actually did like what they did with him. Like, he does look really weird, but that's how MODOK's supposed to look. He's supposed to be a giant floating head. Like, it looks ridiculous, and like every time he showed up, I couldn't take him seriously, and it just looked so ridiculous. But I mean, that sounds like an insult, but I mean that as a good way. MODOK, of course, has to look like MODOK, and I did appreciate, like, no other. I never thought I'd see MODOK in a live action Marvel movie ever. So I really appreciate the liberties they took for this, and it was really something. And Bill Murray's also in the movie. He has kind of a small part. He's good when he's there. He doesn't really do a whole lot, but I did like seeing him. And yeah, I do think, like I said, it's the most Ant-Man of the Ant-Man movies. They do take full advantage of its premise, and it really definitely feels very unique for this character. And I kind of expect this movie to be just, an average but forgettable film, but I thought it was solid enough, actually. The MCU has really been getting better, surprisingly. I didn't see Thor Love and Thunder, it looked like garbage. But No Way Home was surprisingly pretty fun. I liked Multiverse of Madness. I really liked Wakanda Forever. And this one, well, hopefully it's a good sign of things to come. And Kang will return in Avengers Kang of Dynasty. So I really am intrigued about that. I'm glad that they're exploring even more characters. So yeah, I don't know if the Kang Dynasty will be good, but hey, I guess only time will tell. So I'm really intrigued to see what this movie can bring. So yeah, Ant-Man the Wasp Quantumania, I actually had a pretty fun time with this. It's nothing great, but it was entertaining, and there's really nothing too much outplaying right now. So it was a good one to see, for the weekend. So I don't know if I'd rewatch it often, but no, well, I had an entertaining enough time, so that's all I asked for, and I got it. So yeah, I if you like Ant-Man as a character, you'll definitely enjoy this. It definitely reaches its full potential of what an Ant-Man movie can bring, and you'll walk out satisfied. And the trailers I got, uh, I got Fast X. I came in during this one, and by the way, I don't think I catched all the trailers because I was late, but I don't know if this was the first trailer that played, so I don't know if there's any beforehand. But yeah, the first one I saw when I got into the theater was Fast X. I still gotta see the other Fast. I only saw the first two in Hobbs and Shaw, so. But I did recently get a box set with all the movies, so I'm definitely gonna have to watch them all. So but it looks like a fun enough movie, so really hoping I'll get to watch the rest before this is out. So pretty interested in this one. This one will stick with me. I'll keep this in mind, and I'll be pretty intrigued to see it. I got Dungeons and Dragons: Honor Among Thieves. I've never played Dungeons and Dragons in my life because I'm not a nerd. Not totally, but like I don't know. It was never a game. I don't play board. I mean, nobody plays board games anymore. Like, what is this, the 50s? But I'm sure it'll be fun enough. I don't know if it'll be good, but it looks fun. Like, I think it looks like it could be a good time. So, yeah, I guess Dungeons and Dragons might end up being fun. So I'll probably see it. So I'm pretty intrigued to see what it'll have to bring to the table. So Dungeons and Dragons, yeah, I'll probably see it when it's out in the spring. I got the Super Mario Brothers movie. Really looking forward to this one. I haven't been this excited for an animated movie in a while. I mean, I am obviously looking more forward to Across the Spider Verse, but the Super Mario Bros. Movie, it looks like it has a lot of potential to be good, and it looks really great and embraces the source material quite good. So yeah, this will definitely be on my watch list for the year. So I'm really excited for this. I got Elemental. This looks like it could be interesting. Although it's coming out in like what 4 months, and we only got one trailer. Why is Disney so bad at marketing their animated movies lately? It's weird, but yeah. So this one probably won't do well again, but we'll have to see what happens. But Elemental, yeah, it looks like it could be good. It looks really interesting, so I'm pretty keen to see how it'll turn out. Uh, I got Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny. I'm quite excited for this. I do love the Indiana Jones movies, and I know it's funny. When Kingdom of the Crystal Skull came out, everyone complained about saying it was unnecessary and Harrison Ford is too old. Now people are excited for this. Isn't it funny how times change with the decades? But yeah, this one I'll definitely have to see. It'll look like it'll be a really fun summer movie, so I'm definitely excited for this one. I got 65 again. This looks good. This looks like fun. I always like prehistoric dinosaur type movies. This looks like it'll be a really fun time. So I'm quite interested in seeing this. I got Air, which is a drama movie about Air Jordans, which I probably might see this. So I don't know. Maybe I won't, but I don't know. Maybe I might wait till like it's on a rental or something. Could be a rental at best, but I don't know. It looks like it might be pretty good, so maybe Air I'll keep in mind. I don't want to keep being myself, but Air, yeah, I think it could be interesting. So I'm pretty fascinated to see how this will get. I always like these kind of true story movies. I think this is based on the actual true story, but I'll see how it goes. So Air, yeah, I'll probably have to think on this one. And I got Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. If the second one couldn't even be a good follow up to the first one, what makes you think this one will be better? And no, it's not just because of James Gunn's directing it, and I know James Gunn's ruining the DCU now, but honestly, like the second one, like you can definitely tell James Gunn got his uh, more freedom with this one. That's why it had more poop jokes and and like poop jokes and penis jokes and whatever. That, but the first one at least was good because I guess because it had another writer. But and the second one, it didn't even none of the characters had development. It was just a rehash of the first one. The characters all form a band of misfits who always bicker, try to learn the value of friendship and form together, and they ignore that in the second movie so they can learn the lesson all over again. And now this movie's probably gonna do the same. I don't care about this movie. I really don't. But yeah, that's it. So yeah, Ant-Man the Wasp: Quantumania. It's good. I it's nothing amazing or spectacular, but I wasn't expecting it to be. I just wanted it to be good, and I was quite entertained. So yeah, if you want to see something this weekend, I don't know if really anything much is playing, but I guess this could be a good one to go see. So yeah, Ant Man the Wasp Quantumania. If you're a fan of Ant Man as a character, I think you'll really get a kick out of this one. So I'll catch you later whenever I return in my next video. So later.